What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Why Not Us podcast. It's your favorite podcast with your favorite hosts about creatives, for creatives, by creatives, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
It's your host right here. I'm Rahmere. I'm here with Seneca, and we're having a great time, and we hope that you guys are having a great day. Yeah, we're so glad you tuned back in, decided to click on the episode. We're just so grateful, so happy that you're here, so happy that you're just spending this time with us. You know what I'm saying? You could be doing a lot of things with your time, but you're deciding to spend it with Why Not Us?
Absolutely.
Yo, that's like, why not us? Like, why wouldn't they spend it with us? That's hard.
Exactly.
It's a good name.
I like that.
But before we get any further into the episode, we're just gonna dip into our highs and lows. Mm-hmm. So, Sam, what's your highs and lows for this week?
Thank you for asking.
Oh, for sure, anytime.
So, a high lately has been for me, I don't know if you're noticing it. I mean, maybe because it's on my algorithm a little more, but I've just been really enjoying seeing so many of us Black and brown people killing it for like the Cowboy Carter tour. Like, really just, and it makes me happy. Some people might go like, how is that a high? But it makes me happy to see so many people be creative and be so talented and to step out and to be unique. And like, yeah, they're going to a concert, but like you could tell people are really like, hey, but this is like their first time stepping out and enjoying it and having fun, and like their outfits. It's such a reminder again, like, that Black people, we really are the root of so many different genres and so many different, you know, different things and inventions and creations. So that makes me happy seeing that. It really does. And it's like, who don't want to see Black people smile and like step in their fashion and be who they are? So that for me, I've been
unapologetically though.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's been making me happy, like checking Instagram or like coming across a TikTok and someone showing off their outfit or feeling good and confident. So that's been a high for me. And with that being said, it's a low for me.
Okay.
Would be and it's not a low, but it's like sometimes stepping back. So lately I've been doing a lot of like tunnel vision, very focused, very like very just in my bubble, doing things like stepping away from things that I, you know, we talked about my highs, watching people with their outfit, you know, that I have not been participatory in a lot of things that I've been wanting to do, but that all of that is purposeful. And because I have way bigger fish to fry, way bigger goals to do, and all that can be set aside. There's always going to be concerts, many things to do, many fun things, many outings, and I've been noticing that, and it's a low, but it's also a really good high too.
Yeah, because it's all for a reason.
It's all for a reason, and it's like, you know, sometimes you have a little bit of FOMO, as people call it,
for sure, right?
And you go, oh my gosh, look, they're having such a good time, but you know your purpose is bigger, your purpose is greater, and sometimes you just gotta step back and play the field.
Say no to something.
Yeah, and I've been enjoying that, but the FOMO has been really getting me. I'm like, oh my god, it looks so fun. But yeah, what about you?
Okay, my highs and lows. My low, I think this past retwist, I don't know why. it really hurt. Like, I was just in the chair, and I'm just like grimacing each time, and now it just makes me feel like, yeah, man, I'm done. I'm going back to the
Not
fro.
doing
bro.
it?
Yeah, I'm going back to the fro. That's how I felt. I don't know if I'll get it retwisted again. So I'm gonna ride it to the world's for love, but like,
you gonna give it a third try?
No, that was a lot, and it was just a lot for me to detangle beforehand. I think I watched it that morning. It was a lot. It was a lot, and I seen a quote before. It was like, Black men always grow their hair out and then don't ever know how to take care of their hair. It's valid. I don't.
But
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
okay. That's honest.
But you know, now I know what comes with it.
Yeah.
And now also what comes with it is choice. And now
so you're going back.
I might go back, bro.
But I like that you said that, because that gives a platform, even though this is your low, it gives a platform for you to talk about Black men with hair and how important it is to take initiative, to own your hair, to take care of your hair, and want to have that desire.
Yeah.
But
no, I don't have that desire no more.
I mean, you still gotta take care of your hair. But
yeah,
it's
no.
not
I'm just saying, just like go
you.
back and get it retwisted, bro.
That's okay. At least you tried it, right?
I did.
That's okay.
Twice.
What about your high?
Okay, my high is I I feel like it's cliche, but we haven't talked about it in a while. And actually, this is really important for us to talk about. This is not an ad.
Okay.
My high is New Chronicle Takes. New Chronicle Takes is out, alive, and well.
Yes.
And it's my high because it's something that we've been working on very, very, for a while, for a long time.
Yeah.
And the thing that I love about New Chronicle, the way we do things, is you may see us all on one front doing this.
Yeah.
But best believe we're doing something else while you don't see us. And
It's true.
for the whole, from November to, we finished up in June. Right?
Yeah.
Did we finish? No, we finished up in May.
Okay.
From November to May. We finished up in May. From
May,
November
yes.
to May, you've seen us doing this podcast. You've seen us doing reactions. You might have seen us. We might have seen the other one-off videos that we've done, right? You see that, but in the background, we're working on something crazy or something bigger. So I'm glad that it's finally out. I'm glad that you guys can finally laugh with us, enjoy it with us, get some memories. It was a lot of like classic moments that we just had to keep to ourselves. A lot of cool things we did, we had to keep to ourselves because it's part of the series. I'm just so glad NCP Takes is alive and out and it's here. You know, there's a lot of things people just keep, right? And we actually put it out, right? So now it's just out. So I'm just happy that's here. That's my high.
Yeah, I share that sentiment. But I'm excited for everybody to see it. It's really cool.
Definitely. All right, so we're going to spin things into our icon of the eye. And if you're new here, the icon of the eye is basically just like we're just giving a shout out to our fellow creatives and business people. And just let them know that we see them. Like, we giving you your flowers. Like, we see what's going on. Like, a big pat on the back.
She's the creator of Smart Art, and I feel like you follow her.
Yeah, I've seen that page.
Yeah.
I've seen that page for real.
Yeah, I just love her page, and I love her art. It's just a collection of like black art, really, really cool, unique art, mixed with like heritage and like just daily inspiration and sometimes Bible verses and a lot of times like cultural representation of like what's happening in the world, different music artists, different just people that are really, really doing their thing. And she is so talented, and she makes like wall prints, journals, and get this, also her collection, her products are sold in like TJ Maxx.
Oh,
and,
okay.
The Marshalls and Home Goods.
She got a deal.
Yeah, she actually lives in Canada, and it's really, really cool because I love art, and I know you're a person that loves black art, and I'm a person that loves black art. Exactly.
Fill this house up.
All right, and we're always looking to get new art and black art and meaningful art and intentional art. So I just love that she is forever creating, and whether it's like something so small as like a viral moment, I think she finds a way to paint that particular artist. Or let's say if Drake is on tour with SZA and Drake is on tour, she finds a way to like paint that, and that's so beautiful.
That's dope.
Because she's like keeping up with like what's going on, but staying true to herself and representing the black culture and such black beauty. You can never have too much of black beautiful art.
Brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So shout out to you and all that you do and all your creations. It's just so beautiful, and thank you for giving yourself, your talents, your light a place to shine, because it's definitely received. So shout out to you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Like, somebody that I just see on my page, and then here you go, making them icon of the eye. It's so crazy.
Yeah. She's dope.
The episode My Icon of the Eye is a production company called Coco Productions.
Okay.
I believe they're based in Connecticut.
Nice.
And the main director, founder, her name is Madonna, but I'm shouting out them because they're people. I found them on TikTok, and she will always explain like, oh, so this is how I did this shot, or this is behind the scenes of like the film production. And I'm like, yo, like, this is very, very inspirational. One, because it's stuff that we like, it relevant to us as filmmakers too. Absolutely. But then also just the way that it gets done is very cool. And I just also want to shout out to them because I think they just wrapped a short film.
Oh, cool.
For I think it's called Blinding Lights. They just finished wrapping up a short film that they just made. So I definitely will be checking it out whenever it drops. But yeah, shout out to them. They've been doing their thing. I've seen them on my socials.
Nice.
And just from fellow creators to fellow creators, hey, like it's dope to see what you do for sure.
I love that. It's always room and space for more people, and it makes it that more exciting to do the work that we do.
Yes.
Shout out to you.
Yes. So I think we're about to dive into the main topic here today, and we're really going to go into being purposeful
Mm-hmm.
and creating things for the sake of purpose or the sake of brain rot.
Brain rot.
Yeah.
What is brain rot?
So, if you're familiar to the term brain rot, it's just quick content. I wouldn't even say it's even 6 seconds.
No.
It's just really just like just mindless content that just feeds the algorithm. That just it's what you be scrolling through on TikTok at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Just random stuff.
Yeah. It makes me think of like Vine, like when Vine was like a thing, but.
Yeah. I feel like Vine. Well, how long was Vine? Like 7? I think 7 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. Cause now like the human attention span, Vine was 7 seconds. You know how long ago Vine was? Think about it now. If something doesn't catch your attention in the first 2 at that, just quick scroll.
That's so crazy.
Quick scroll.
That's so crazy.
All videos gotta have a hook, a little catching point, something, or you.
And what does that mean for the fellow creator? What does that mean for their art? Like how do you even compete with that in a way?
I feel like now you gotta tailor it. You gotta switch up your tactics. But we're gonna get into that. So basically, like just to round it up, brain rot is just like that junk, that kind of just like that content
like
that's
spam mail. Think about like spam like in a way. Like it's interesting to you, but it's really quick. It's really like sharp, and it's like YouTube Reels.
Yeah, kind of like that. Shout out YouTube Reels. They'll be helping us out there.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? What's my favorite? You know my favorite like piece of brain rot. I don't know if this is considered brain rot.
What?
But you ever seen like it be like these like. There's a lot of different pieces, but like it'd be like these like little marbles, right? It'd be like these little marbles of like characters singing. They'd be singing a song, and it'd be like different. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It'd be like marbles singing, and whatever marble, it could be like SpongeBob singing a song in his voice, and then Batman come down. Bro, I watch those all. I just be like locked in watching them.
Okay.
Or it could be like you seen the one where like. They just throw glass bottles down the steps.
That was mine. That was the one I was gonna say. Like the swinging things, and they're just like
yes, and it's bro. What is that?
Or you ever seen the big old machines, and they're using literally everything to crush it. They're using like Legos, a phone,
the hydraulic press.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm just sitting here like, oh yeah, oh I like that. Oh yeah,
that's
like it's so
strange. Like that's like.
What is the appeal?
I don't know, but we be hooked, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. It's like
it's weird.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
especially at nighttime too.
Especially at nighttime when you're just doing your doom scroll.
Yeah.
You getting all your brain rot. Who created these terms? It's crazy. But like you just endlessly scrolling in the middle of the night, just up when you ain't got no purpose being up, no reason being up. You just scrolling. You might see something piques your interest. 3 seconds in, they talking too long. All right, skip. Oh, okay. Marbles crash on the ground. All right, I seen that one. I seen that one before. Oh, this video's funny. Watch the whole way through. Okay, cool. Double tap, back, skip. Oh no, I seen that. It's just crazy, like where our attention span as humans was already low.
Yeah.
Now it's even worse. Yeah. But now this is just our generation. Hear me out. We're blessed enough to be in a generation where we can see the attention span go from 7-second vines to 2-second brain rot TikToks.
Yeah.
Now makes me we're not like old. Like Vine was not that long ago. No. So now it makes me feel like what's gonna be the next shift in content because it's already dwindling down. Our attention spans. Now it just makes me think of like my nieces or the next generation, like what's gonna be for them.
Well,
like,
I will tell you what is already really out there in the world that is already a thing, is that I'm not gonna speak for all children because I don't know what all children will watch, but majority of today's children or upcoming children, not many are just watching like movies or television shows or even like think about the networks. Network channels are not even on for our kids to watch. or if it is, it's like repeated episodes of, and
Yo,
it's like that's
Nickelodeon
brain
is
rot,
just SpongeBob.
right? And like that's brain rot.
That wasn't
So
like that as a kid at all.
yeah, so it's not. I'm not saying that it's anything with kids or that it like that's what they're into, but it's also what they're being fed. So when kids come home from school or daycare or whatever, their first thing is to like hop on an iPad and to watch YouTube because that's what's accessible to them.
Mm-hmm.
And the network television, they're not really doing too much of trying super hard for our kids or putting on educational, purposeful television for our children.
You don't like Gracie's Corner?
I mean, Gracie's Corner is good, but
Okay.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of Gracie's Corner.
Yeah.
That's just just have the one, right? But that's a little bit of a peek of what it's doing to our younger generation, to our kids a little bit.
It's so accessible.
Yeah.
But I guess what we're kind of just diving into the creative side. What does that mean as you the creative? If this is your playing field. This is now your playing field. This is the way the content is going.
Yeah.
And if you want to get people's attention, you have to get it quick.
Yeah. Yeah, and how do you stay like purposeful to who you are, but also how do you stay current and how do you keep up with the times? And I think that's maybe like a creator's probably daily struggle or daily battle rather.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this is what's my purpose, this is what I'm trying to put out, but how do I do this with like
and reach the audience.
Right, and reach the audience and get new people to come in, and it's something that you have to definitely play around with. And you have to know that it's out there. You can't be ignorant and not know, like, brain rotting or quick videos are out there. You have to, like, know that it's there. So you can kind of, like, plan ahead and plan for what you want to do.
I've seen a tactic before. Speaking of planning ahead, just seeing the playing field.
Yeah.
I seen somebody. This is really truly playing the game. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a car driving through like a little obstacle course, right? Mm-hmm. But that's on the bottom half of the screen. The top half is like a podcast clip. So.
Oh, I've seen those things. I've seen so many different variations of that.
Yes.
Oh,
that's like.
That's too much.
All right. It reminds me like we're babies.
I don't like
it
that.
feels like we're babies. All right, if my conversation is boring to you, just look down the bottom of the screen and you're gonna watch this while you still listening to me.
I don't like that.
That's crazy. It's like
I've seen that.
Yeah. And
I don't like it. Or like YouTube videos when they're talking about like today's trends or today's culture, but at the bottom is somebody like doing their nails and
yes. But that's just because that's our attention span. They know we gonna jump off of what they talking about. We're like, all right, what's down here? I'm gonna watch this. But you still getting on watch hours because you still watching, you still clicked on and everything like that. How do you feel like that's a good tactic though?
I don't. I think that can get tired really easily. I think it's a unique tactic. I don't think that it's bad, but I don't think that that's helpful. Excuse me. I don't think that is really gonna go anywhere. Like, because it's like, okay, you have a dual screen. And then where you're going to have, suggested videos about a bunch of different dual screens. And I don't know how is that, excuse me for a second. And sometimes I have to take a step back in my own self because not always, that's very extreme, but sometimes when it comes to art, I'm thinking about purpose. But I'm learning and I've learned that everything is not supposed to be purposeful, right? Everything is not for the intention of like, let me grab this person. It's just like really random. So maybe that's going to sustain, but I don't think that's going to last.
Okay.
Because even that, we're going to get tired of that.
Yeah. And when we get tired of that, what's next? 3 screens?
Back to original format.
I think the way the attention span going, I feel like
you don't think it's getting better? Okay. You don't think it's getting better at all?
No. In my personal opinion, I don't think our attention spans are getting better. I personally feel like they're getting worse because of things like that. Because of just why in the world can I not listen to a lecture about a topic I'm interested in, but I can sit here and watch hydraulic press videos for a whole 8 minutes, and I can tell you that the peppermint crushed better than the marble is like, why in the world like.
I understand your frustrations, and I see it, and I feel it, and I hear it, and I am it. But I also think of the different ways in which humans we multitask, and we are I'm really grateful for the way we multitask. We might listen to a podcast, no pun intended, but if we're listening to it, audio wise, we might be cleaning up or doing the dishes or, maybe getting ready for our next day. And I think that is also a great way to, like, sometimes, like, let's step back and actually we do have great attention spans. Like, so sometimes I guess it's just all about where it's being placed.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of it is escapism. I think sometimes it could be escapism. We have a lot of people saying a lot of things with a lot of different opinions on all of these devices. And sometimes it's like, I don't want to hear people talk. I don't want to hear people educate
some
me.
marbles fall down the steps.
I want to watch something that doesn't make any sense to me. Or insects or bugs. I don't know what it is. But maybe it's that too. Maybe it's
yeah, it definitely could be escapism.
Yeah.
I feel like we're so much information available to you on this little phone, this little device, that we can probably definitely be overstimulated.
But isn't brain rotting overstim? Like, do you feel that when you go and you see or you hear? I'm like, well, even that is a little overstimulating because there's so much going on. Even when we talk about the videos and the crashing, and it's like, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, it is.
Within like these many like seconds, it's like, oh.
It's a lot, but I just feel bad because now that's what people have to do to keep you. Now, and I'm thinking further, like, y'all complain about ads. Like, yo, I keep getting the ad every such and such,
That's how television was. Hello.
Exactly.
It's commercials.
And that just shows you how much your attention is worth. The human attention is worth a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So they will try anything to really grab your attention.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get some unskippable ads on YouTube, sometimes it's inconvenient. But like, if you think about it, it's really just a minute and a half.
I know.
And then you just like,
I think that frustrates some of us because I'm like, YouTube is not television. I think YouTube has now turned into television.
Yeah.
Now children don't even watch TV. Sometimes we don't even watch TV. We just watch YouTube or watch TikTok or watch Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about the Twitch streamers and all these sort of things. That's our television. So I think sometimes the commercials, it's like, oh, get out my way because this is instantaneous. Versus television is like a slower progression.
Right, you're staying there for 30 minutes, 40
so
minutes, maybe for an episode of Law and Order. Yeah. Like, you're there. You're there for a minute. Like, YouTube, I guess it's short. You're watching a 12-minute video. Why do I have about 6 ads? You're kind of like, what? But I guess it's just, you're not used to that medium. But you see how short our attention span is. The ads are only going to get worse. And they're going to get more and more try to get your attention. Because I guarantee, you can probably watch 10 ads on YouTube. You probably will literally only remember one.
That's true.
That's
so true.
You're just watching that timer,
true.
30 seconds.
That's
30
so
seconds.
True.
So, like,
you're just skipping.
So they're going to make you, so when the ads become way, way more prevalent, just remember I said, like, it's going to get there because our attention spans are just so shot, bro.
Yeah, and I feel like we asked the question of both of us, like, what do you do? How do you conform? And I think it's not an easy answer of what do you do with your purposeful content? What do you do with your creations that you want to put out there? But also, we have this thing of brain rotting, and it's so easy to like slip into that. But I guess that's up to an individual basis and a case by case basis. But I feel like you don't have to feed into that. Just my opinion. I think sure if you want to do one video, 2 videos, or a piece of content here and there, sure, but I don't think your whole thing has to now be conformed into randomness or just entertainment content for other people. Then I think that you're doing your creations and your art for other people. Because think about it, why are people doing brain rotting? For escapism. They know people want to escape. They know people want to see junk. But your art, your content, what you're creating, yes, you might have an audience for it, but you're creating it.
What if I'm also creating for escapism?
Oh, I thought that's why we do it.
Yeah.
So I thought that's why we do it.
So I feel like
we do everything for escapism.
We do
everything.
I personally feel like, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with meeting your audience where they are.
Yeah, but for
the sake of what? Yeah, I get you. It's like you don't want to pervert your art.
But for how long, rather? Like how? What if you have a plan? What if you have a window? Not even a window. That's like closing you in. But what if you have a plan for yourself? Like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. And then brain rot comes in the way. Now I have to like put my things on hold, put this on hold for the sake of what other people want to watch or want to do or want to see. Is that fair to you?
It's not, but that's just the cards that we dealt now.
I don't think that we gotta conform in that way. Maybe a little bit.
A little bit, like if you want to play the game. But hear me out. Here's the caveat. Like, this wasn't always like this.
Of course.
Right? Making content in the 2000s was harder.
Yeah.
It was harder. In the 70s, had more stipulate. Like, if
70s.
you wanted to be, like, even 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, even back 2010s, it was harder to get yourself out there, to get your art out there. Now it's much easier. But the twist is now, harder to keep people's attention. It's so much content. It's so easier. Everybody can do it. Somebody could just be an Instagram just like content creator tomorrow.
That's right.
Makeup content creator tomorrow. There's so much, like, it's very saturated with a lot of content creators. So now you got to break through the noise. It's even harder. So it's easier to post, harder to break through. Harder to post back in the day, probably easier to break through because you was one of the only ones.
And harder to like be around, to like, okay, like, yeah, we have you, but what makes you different, like you just said. So yeah, it's like, it makes me think of so many different avenues of how I take in Brainrot, and what does that mean for me and my art, or a viewer and their art, or you and your art. And it's like, this is really what we've been subjected to, because and mind you, the people that have grown up in the 2000s, we're kind of looking at things like, wait, this is really weird. This is really strange. I don't want to say weird, but this is new. This is a new territory, and sometimes with that, could you suggest, or could you say, it's off guard. It's off putting. I don't know how to take that. I don't really know which way to go. Like, yeah, we're just telling people you can either conform or either don't. But what if someone like is like, well, I don't even know what to do with this. My art doesn't even fit in this category. Like, I don't even know how to do this.
I feel like you can still create your art with a purpose, right? Understand what your purpose is, and there's no purpose without people. And the way to reach people, it's tough right now, but I think you gotta add some. You gotta clickbait, and then you gotta clickbait. Like, it's, at the end of the day, like, it come with your thumbnails. It come with just little tidbits that you have to. No one is going to watch your content for you. Not right now, not strangers. Cause I got so many other things to do. I got 10 kids. I got 5 shows to watch. I got like all this other stuff. I'm so busy. No one's going to click your stuff for you. You have to give them a reason, a hook, something to draw them in. It's like a bait, like fishing.
You're right.
And you can't fish for everything everywhere.
Yeah.
So you can have a great bait, great hook. Your content is really good. But if you're fishing over here instead of fishing where they at, you're not really going to get a lot of comeback.
You're right.
I just feel like it sucks, but you kind of got to. We do the same thing. We got clips on this podcast.
No, yeah, you're right. You're
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
You're
like,
right. You're absolutely right. And it's like,
we don't OD. We don't got games playing at the bottom of it.
No,
we might. Season 2. Tune in.
No.
We might have games playing at the bottom of our show now.
That's so crazy. Because it makes me, but I also, too, I like to challenge myself, but I also like to challenge the people who are watching the things that we put out. So it's like, yes, I do want to feed into what you're watching and what you're consuming, but I also want to challenge you as a human and to tell you that it's way more to just brain rotting, way more to just consume 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Your brain, and it hurts me sometimes because I have sometimes, friends of mine or sorts that when a movie is on, they're like, this is an hour and 45 minutes, this is 2 hours, or you ever been like around people who like they can't just sit down and watch the movie? No, like they cannot sit. They gotta move around.
Or
they gotta like get on their phone.
Oh my
and it's
gosh.
like, oh my goodness, I just want to challenge everyone out there to know that you are capable of so much more thinking and perspective and deep thinking, and nobody always wants to think all the time, right? But I don't want us to get
in a little bit.
Yeah, like hone in a little bit, hone in on your friend's podcast or like a movie. Like, just give yourself that chance to to dive in. It's okay to focus a little bit. It's okay to tap in a little bit. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna harm you. We all want to distract from the world.
Yeah.
That sounds bad, but we do. The world is a lot going on. It's a lot on our shoulders. It's a lot weighing there. So I do get the point of escapism, brain rotting, and doing all the things, but take time to try to challenge yourself. Like
watch a new show and then watch the news, and actually watch it. Like,
yeah,
challenge
people
yourself.
are like this.
Yeah, they be like, I'll just put some. Yo, the people that just put something on for noise.
Yeah. Well,
or just like
I'll tell you that. To go to sleep.
To go to sleep. Okay, that's a whole other thing.
That's different. It's a noise thing.
But let's say you're not even, let's say you're not working, right? You are, I don't know, watching a YouTube video on your phone, but you also got a movie on in the background you've never seen before, and you got a Twitch stream. And it's just
a lot going on.
And you're just like,
it's a lot.
Between all, I don't know how you accurately really can just really tell me about what you've seen. Maybe I'm just not there.
No, well, what you mean?
Like, maybe they better at paying attention to me.
Who?
Do I never do that? Not necessarily.
Okay.
The most I've done was watch 2 things at one time.
I'm kind of seen that before, but
I have multiple screens. The most I did was probably watch a live stream and play video game at the same time. That's fine.
But here also made me think, I don't know. Maybe there's some people that are doing this, but I don't think our parents are doing this. I don't think older people are doing this. I think this is just sticking with people in their 20s and beyond. And I want to know the recipe out of that, because that's something that it's something that we were introduced to. So it's like, how do we break that mold and to not do, I don't want to be 40 and still doing that or having that subjective, even if I'm not purposely doing it, I'm like, it's stuck now. So it's like, I want to challenge people to not have that be your everyday life. You come home from work, you might cook a little something, you put on a game, but you put on a stream, and then you put on a movie, and it's just like, that's a lot.
Yo.
That's so much.
You know what's crazy? I remember there was a time where I used to be able to eat food without watching TV. Insane.
Yeah.
Now, it just kind of feels like you have to. You can't eat until you find something good. So, bro,
right. Yeah, you're right. Because
there was a time where that didn't exist. You just sat down and ate. Yeah. No phone, no TV.
And think about people, we have a family one day. You're eating at dinner. Mm. There's no TV. Sure, there might be a TV in your living space, but if you're not eating dinner and everybody's not like this, watching TV and eating dinner. No, they're forming conversations. Yeah, they're talking. They're making eye contact. That's not a thing, and I hate that is, and it sucks for us creators too, because it's like,
I want to do a challenge for y'all. I want y'all to challenge yourself and pick a meal sometime this week after you listen to this podcast and eat it.
Eat it
in complete silence.
That's the challenge. And eat it.
No, but just eat your meal with no phone. You can do it outside. That's
outside
nice.
Is really
outside
nice.
is cool. It's
outside
nice
is
outside.
Nice.
You can do it outside. But you do no phone, no TV, no other stimulation.
That's right.
I bet you enjoy your food a little bit more.
You would.
Because you're more focused on the taste and you're really probably whoa, it's kind of spicy. I never had jerk chicken like this before. You never know. You never know. But I want to challenge you to just combat that kind of brain rot overstimulation of the direction of the world.
Yeah, because I don't claim that. I know you said you don't know what's to come for this world, but I would hope I see bigger for our world and our society, and that's really sad. A lot of us have back problems now, knee problems. What are we? I see people. And then you see the people with the headphone the
little headphone dent.
And it's that is sad. So it's that's not my story. No. And I don't want that to be your story. So definitely take up on that challenge. And creators, yes, you can conform to that, but also fight against it.
Fight against it.
Why not?
Lean into it to change it.
Exactly.
Yeah, pull some clip. See, that's exactly what we're going to do. Yeah. We're going to come back again. We're going to talk bad about Brainrot, but we definitely want to use some tactics to get you to think.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a clip. 1,000%.
Yes. Yeah, use it to your advantage, but don't let it use you.
Yes.
So
yes.
I don't know what else.
I think that's it. I think we hit the nail on the head. I think we really reiterated You should still be purposeful.
Yes.
But still reach people where they at, right?
Yeah.
But don't let it change your art.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
If you feel like you have to, you putting clips of your short film up on TikTok and you feel like you got to put a video game at the bottom, think about your tactic. Think about your content. Maybe you didn't pick a good part of your short film.
It's true.
You can edit it a certain way to where it's way more catching, way more telling, way more. Well, hold up. Maybe get people to check it out. I feel like you don't always have to go always to the deep end.
That's true.
But just know that you are fighting an uphill battle when it comes to people's attention.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. And, people are only going to receive what they watch. They're only going to continue to do what's in front of them. So make sure y'all do that. I know you've done it. I've done it a couple of times, trying myself to not watch something and like eat and just be in my peace.
I haven't done it in a while, so I don't know. We'll see.
But you've done it.
Yeah.
That's good. So yes, we love that. We love that we got to today highlight. If you guys didn't know about these things beforehand, hopefully you got to learn something from this particular segment, particular topic, and don't bring out for too long.
Don't like be the change. Be the change, man. Be the change. It's insane.
Yes.
So we better get into our final 5.
Yes.
Which is like 5 words, a sentence. It could be coherent, not coherent. 5 different words all together. That we want to leave you with. Leave you sticking with something. Would you like to go first?
Sure.
Okay. What's your final 5?
My final 5 today is bring meaningful art to you.
Okay.
And it's the complete polar opposite a little bit. Not so polar, but I'm just going to go opposite. And some people are going to tell you to conform to your art. I'm going to conform your art. I'm going to tell you bring meaningful art to you. Let it, and that's to the creator. That's also to the audience. Yes, we do pick up Brainrot. We do pick up these things, but also allow access to meaningful art to be in your orbit. It's okay. You don't got to shy from it. Yeah, a video might be 15 minutes long. Why is that so long?
Yo, why are people so scared of 15 minutes?
Like, or you see YouTubers and like, oh no, this reached the 10-minute mark. Okay, cut it off. It's like, what? A video can't be longer than 10 minutes.
It's crazy. Even think about our reactions.
Yeah, we'd be like, oh, this is too long. It's 20 minutes. A movie that you see in the theater is like a half an hour, not like or more, way more than that. So let meaningful art come to you. So it's okay to let that happen.
I like that.
Thank you.
Let it come to you.
Yes.
Heavy on the meaningful.
Yes.
1000%. My final 5 for this episode is control what you can control. Control what you can control.
I thought that was 5.
I thought it was 4, actually. Control what you can control.
Okay.
So I think that comes into our topic. Like, you're really trying to promote your art. You're really trying to get it out there. At the end of the day, the outcome you cannot control. The input you can control. That's right. At the end of the day, what you're promoting, what you're making, the things that you can control. You can't control people's attention spans. Unfortunately, you can't. You can't control like the method of what gets their attention, right? But you can see what's attention grabbing. Maybe implement that in your next film. We're heavy on this. It's a little tidbit. A lot of studios do this, but people don't realize that you can do this yourself. It could be clickbaity, could be not, whatever. I'll give you a little secret we do at NCP. We may film a film. Boom. Then we're filming things for the trailer. That is not in the film at all. At all. And it's even films. It could be other trailers or things like that. There's things that we put in trailers that might not be in the film. A lot of things are in the film. There's some things that's not in the film because we know it's more attention grabbing. It's more swaying. It's more like, oh wait, what's going on? So some studios do that. Some people feel like, oh, that's whatever. That's lying or that's false advertising.
Right.
Guess what? The only reason they know that what was in the trailer is not in the film, they go see the film.
That's true.
At the end of the day. And that's all we want you to do.
Yeah.
I'm on the side of that. But like I said, control what you can control.
Yep. I like
control
that.
what you can control.
It's perfect. And it sends out the message of just like focus on you. Like, yeah, there's gonna be so many things but feel like it's a recurring theme of like focus on you and your art. Like sometimes other things might get in the way, but you can either follow that or just continue to focus on you.
Yeah.
And whoever's receptive of that, whoever's there. Whoever's not, they're not.
They not. As simple as that.
So yeah.
But this has been the Why Not Us podcast.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you decided to stick with us. You decided to use all your attention span. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy.
We can do it.
We didn't have no like little second screen underneath. You don't see no marbles, no glass crashing, nothing like that.
Just us.
I'm so glad that you powered through and stayed with us.
You sound like the Netflix videos. You ever see them where like they go, "Girl, you've done it again."
No, I've never seen that.
It's like a whole collection of like everybody do it. Like I have to show you, but that's what you sound like.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're okay, but I'm so glad you decided to stick with us. Mm-hmm. Let us know what some other different, like, how do you feel about today's attention span? Do you feel like it's getting better? Do you feel like it's only going to get worse? Mm-hmm. Let us know. But like always, like share this podcast to everybody. Let them know. Like, this is what we got going on over at the Why Not Us podcast. Your mother, your sister, your brother, your father, your friend, your aunts, uncles. Even people you don't even talk to no more.
Oh, slide them the link.
You
don't got to say nothing else.
They might be going through Brainrot.
They might be.
It's
helpful.
Definitely helpful. But I've been Rahmere.
I've been Sen.
And we'll catch you next time on the Why Not Us podcast.
Bye, guys.